Hello, KW. Today we're going to talk about designs. If you haven't already, go ahead and get logged into Command at agent.kw.com using your Command login credentials. Once there, on the left-hand side of your screen, you're going to see your icons. Go ahead and hover over until you see Designs. Click on Designs. And if you've never used Command Designs before, your page will be blank. Today we're going to do a social ad campaign. You can do this one of two ways. You can click on social at the top here, or you can also click, well actually you do want to click on the plus button here on the bottom right hand side of your screen. You're going to choose social and you're going to click next. For some reason my system is taking a long time today. Bear with us. We'll get there. Okay, when it finally loads, you're going to be taken to the page that contains a ton of templates for you to choose from. You can customize any of them to your liking. For the purpose of this video, I'm going to click on listings on the left-hand side, and I'm going to choose just listed. And as you can see, there's 43 templates, and I'm going to actually click on for sale to show you there's 164 templates there. And depending on what you have picked up here at the top, you've got Facebook, you can click on Instagram, you can click on Instagram stories, LinkedIn, and Twitter. And you just scroll down and you look through and you see which ones are going to best meet what it is you're trying to do. I'm going to click on LinkedIn. And that doesn't mean I have to use it on LinkedIn. As you can see, some of the same templates are available to you at the Facebook option as well. And basically they are size parameters that works best with Facebook or Instagram stories, etc. So let's go ahead and pick a design. For today's training, I'm going to use this design. It's going to open up in the design editor. And again, sometimes it takes a minute. And here we go. So I'm going to show you something right here at KWLS on the left-hand side of your screen. If you click on that and you search for a KW listing, I'm going to search for 915 Elmo 95336. Hit search. And that's going to bring up the listing that I have permission to use today. Let's see here, at least it did. I'm going to have to put Manteca. There it is. So I have permission from the listing agent, Steve Reed, to use this listing. So I'm going to hit select. It's going to automatically pull from MLS all of the photos available. And if I click on the image on the right-hand side in the design side of the page, and I go hover over here on the left-hand side of the page, you'll see these little options. I can either add an image, I can replace an image, I can put it as the background, but for this design, I'm going to choose replace image. Once I click that, it instantly updates on the right-hand side, as you can see. Now over here, you'll see a KW doing business as logo. It's a generic logo. Of course, we don't want that to be on our design. So if you click on that and click logos on the left-hand side of the page, I have a library here. If you've never used designs before, you will have to set this up. You'll add your images accordingly. And each time you use command designs, it will get easier and easier. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to replace the logo. And I'm going to move the logo by clicking and dragging it to somewhere where I think it looks better. I need to move this out of the way. Okay. So if you go back here, you see your directional mouse cursor. Again, you click and hold, and you move it to wherever you want to move it in your design. Sometimes I go ahead and I just put it on the same image. I make it a little bit smaller. And I want to add the doing business as, the DRE number. I don't know why I said doing business as. So I'm going to click text. I'm going to choose add. I'm going to choose the text block. I hit it twice, so usually it happens instantaneously. For some reason, my system is not cooperating. So as you see, I did it twice. If you do it twice, you can simply, if you have it selected, you can hit delete and it will disappear. That easy. I think I actually hit it 3 times. Okay, so let's see here. I'd like to think I know the broker DRE number by heart by now, but I don't, so I'm going to have to look it up real quick. But if you double click inside the box and you select, you can hit Control A and it will select all the text. And I'm going to do CALDRE # colon. Let's look at 019064661. Okay, let me come back over here and fix that. So our broker number is 019064661. Oh, I'm going to hit cancel. I have no idea what I just did. But see how easy it is if you make a mistake? Just pay attention to the prompts. I'm glad that happened, actually, because when I hit cancel, it took us right back to where I was. Try that again. 019064661. And if you select all, again, using Control A for a PC, for a Mac, I believe it's Command A, I can change the color of this text. I can change the font. I can change the size. I'm going to change the color to the gray color to match the template. I'm going to make the size a little bit smaller. And when I'm done, I simply click out of it. So now let's say we want to update this to reflect the correct information that reflects this listing. It's a 3-bedroom, 1 bath, and it's 988 square feet. It's $329,000. And it was built, and I don't know if you want to advertise this because it might scare some people away, but everything's been remodeled in this house. So when I double clicked on built in 2015, I'm just going to go ahead and erase all of that. And I'm going to click Save Changes. And it's gone. So in its place, let's say I want to add some more text. I'm going to click on the left-hand side here, click Text. I'm going to click Add again. I'm going to click the text body or text block. And you can do this one of two ways because I want to get the summary of what Steve has written in his MLS. So I'm going to make it fit by using the little lever holding my cursor and making it smaller. And I'm going to go to Metro List and I'm going to copy this text. Come back over here. I'm going to select all. I'm going to double click and select all by doing Control A again. I'm going to hit Control V to paste. Some of you like to do a right click and choose paste. And how I get my directional cursor, I always click in the white space of the design so it takes it outside, and then I get my directional cursor and I can move it if I drag and drop it again, as you can see. So I'm going to line it up a little bit better. I'm going to make sure it fits into this little white box area. I'm going to double click and I'm going to shorten the verbiage here so it can fit in this little spot. So I'm going to take this out, keep that it's completely redone. I'm going to get rid of all the ands and either replace them with ampersands or cut them out altogether. For some reason, my system is lagging. I'm going to do comma. Move in ready. New paint inside and out. New floor coverings. Carpeting, remodeled bath and kitchen. And put a W with a slash instead of the whole word with. New appliances, cabinets, and granite counters, ceiling fans, new dual pane windows, and new AC unit. You name it, it has been done. So as you can see, it's still going to be too much. So I'm going to select all by double clicking and hitting Control A. And let's make it, instead of 19 point, let's try what 16 point does. And we probably could make it a little bit bigger than that. So let's try If you can't get it there, you can go ahead and double click the 18, see where my cursor is at the top, and let's type 17 and hit enter and see what happens. Oh, it took it away. So what happens when you accidentally do something? You hit Control Z, and voila, it's back. No worries. So there, it took it at 17. It fits. It keeps the little guide down here that says each office is independently owned and operated. That's very important to keep within your designs. You've got your DRE number. Now let's change the address down here. Double click, Control A, and it's 915 Elmo. I think it's street. Let me check to make sure real quick. Oh, it's court. Elmo Court, Topeka, California, 95336, I believe. Yes, it is. And now we want to add the agent information. So go ahead and click off that box. You can click anywhere out here in the white area without accidentally messing something up. And let's go to, if you click on the image though, I want you to see something. If you look right now, we don't have anything selected. So on the left-hand side, you're going to say, wait a minute, where is the image option? Well, it's not there. So when you click on an image within your design, as I have done here, I've clicked on it. Now, if you look back over, you see the option for images. That prompts the design tool here to open up the images available to you. Now, I have a My Library. I've uploaded Lorena's photo. This happens to be Steve Reed's listing, and I have his uploaded because I've imported this already. So let's add his picture. And instead of, if you noticed, I just clicked on it and it appeared. But if you hover over here, you have the plus option, which is add image. It's the same as what I just did. I could have replaced the entire image that I had selected, or I could use it as a background. But for this situation, I want to just have his picture. I'm going to make it smaller. And let's say I'm going to add it. I'm not trying to make this design beautiful. I'm just trying to show you how to use the program. It's going to drive me crazy though. So let's just go ahead and put it right here. And now let's say we want to add, let's say we want to go to icons. And we want to use one of the assets that are available to us. Let's say, I'm not seeing something I want to use. Okay, I didn't see any assets I wanted to use, so let's just do this. Let's click on text. I'm going to add another text block. And it's going to show up over on the design side. I'm going to double click and select all of this text. And I'm going to put the agent's name, his DRE number, his contact information, and the MLS number for this listing. As you can see, it doesn't show up very good, so I'm going to make it bold. I'm going to put it, let's see if red works for this purpose. It probably isn't going to. So this is where you're going to come in and you're going to choose other options. I'm going to bring it up here so I can see what I'm doing. You can duplicate this. If you look at your top right hand side of your screen, hit duplicate. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to try and line it up where it's just slightly off. And I'm going to change the color. Let's change it to white. Let's see if this helps add a little pop. Now, I don't think I want the white in front, so I'm going to use the little icon over here at your top right. You see where the little hand is? I wish I could point. Click on Arrange. I got to move this little loom thing. And you see you can hover over here. You can send that to the bottom, which I don't want to do. I don't want to send it to the top, but I want to send it backwards once. So I'm going to click this. Even though it looks like it's grayed out, it still is an active option. And that's where it gets a little confusing sometimes. As you can see now, I can see Steve Reed's info. So for sake of time, I'm going to move his picture up here. And we would finish filling out this information. Let's say we aren't happy with this writing over here. It's a little blah. Let's double click, and we're going to hit Control A to select all again. And let's change the color to red. And that pops a little bit better. But for all intents and purposes, that's how you use design. Up here, you can go ahead and double click in this little box and you can rename this template. I'm going to just call this design loom video. And then when you think you're ready, which this is not a beautiful design, but when you think you're ready to go ahead and download it and use it on your social media, you see this little button. If you hover over it, you see it turns into download. Click that and hit start download. Give it a second. And it is going to be available to you in just one moment. You're going to save it. So I'm going to save it under Steve Reed. And since I named it Design Loom Video, you'll see it automatically gives it a name. So I'm just going to hit save. And then here it is down here at the bottom left-hand corner. So if you want to go ahead and click on that, I'm telling you guys, my system is super slow today. And it's going to open up, if you have Windows 10, I guess it opens up in your pictures. We've already saved it, but this is what it would have looked like. Now, this one isn't pretty. Please don't judge me. This is just to show you how to use the design tool within Command. So there you have it. You can go to Facebook, which I'm not going to upload it, but let's say you want to go to Facebook and you want to add a post. You would just go ahead and click on that image and post it to Facebook. But my system's taking too long today to show you that part. So anyway, that's it for today. Your feedback is greatly appreciated. And we will see you soon.